Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Whipbusters podcast. My name is Steven. Today we have a newcomer. Not really. We've had this guy for a while, Colby.
How you doing, friends?
He showed up a couple times, if you guys have been listening, all three of our fans. Alex.
Jumbo.
And Rayce.
What up?
All right, so today we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions and some other random topics. But when I talk about New Year's I can't even say that correctly. It's like Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear. New Year's resolutions, gaming-wise, comic-wise, movie-wise.
So not, like,
just
my
nerdisms.
personal, I need to be a better human.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that. But we're going to all, stare blankly because I don't think any of us actually have any of those set.
Really?
I mean, I do.
I do.
I've got, 3 or 4 of them.
Resolutions are dumb.
Revolutions are dumb.
They are.
Everything should stay the same. Always. Yeah. Let's go right into New Year's resolutions. I'm going to leave this as an open thing. I'm not going to, turn towards somebody and ask them what they want to do. Colby. So I guess I'll just start it off. One of my New Year's resolutions is to watch previously hated movies, as in movies I didn't like before, and rewatch them and see if I like them now.
We know what movie we're starting off with on that list.
I did not see it yet.
Oh,
Doesn't
what?
count.
Then you have no right to be dissing.
Look, my name's Steven, and I'm the man who can watch anything, okay?
Hey.
So, but no, I'm still going to do the drunk game for that and get just smashed. Trust me, I have some really funny ideas. I'm going to record it all. Video, everything. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it sometime. But to throw out an example, Inglourious Bastards is a movie that I did not like.
Really?
Yes, did not like it at all.
I enjoyed that movie.
I thought it was slow. It was super hyped up, and Tarantino is a hit or miss, extreme hit or miss director for me. As in, if you had to make a top 100, and there's only 100 movies, but you included every Tarantino film that's in that list, Tarantino would fall at the very bottom of the list and the very top of the list, nearly.
Sounds like we got a funny movie hater over here.
I mean, I think Hateful Eight is one of my favorite movies of all time.
I've never seen it, so
It's fantastic.
Me either.
Oh, it's so good.
I've never even heard of it.
If you've been playing Red Dead, you would enjoy this movie.
Okay.
It's a yeehaw movie?
It's a
Skyrim movie.
conversation in a room for 3 hours movie with some surprise cameos. Funny. You hate everybody in the movie. It is so good.
I don't like movies where I hate everyone. That's why I can't watch Breaking Bad. It's just there are no redeemable or likable characters in this. I can't bring myself to watch it.
Oh. No, I hate everybody in Hateful Eight, and that's why it's called the Hateful Eight.
Very fair name.
Anybody got any resolutions?
So one of my resolutions this year is probably going to end up being to draw more, simply because that's just something I need to work better on, and two's probably going to be to actually finish these games that I start playing instead of putting them down for 9 months then going, oh yeah, I need to probably finish that.
I can agree with that one.
Yeah, that one's a tough one, especially with all the great games that keep coming out.
I know Brian's not here, but I'm pretty sure that's something that he would say or need to do because he doesn't finish a lot of games.
I'm going to finish all my games this year.
Thanks, Brian. Sounds just like him.
Spot on.
Yeah.
I should probably work on my guitar over the year, too, because I don't play it as much anymore.
Yeah.
Rocksmith?
I'm going to try it, dude.
Okay.
Even though it's on my Xbox and that thing
Yeah,
sucks.
me either. I mean, look behind you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I mean,
guitars back there.
we could start a band and make our podcast jingle, like an official one.
Yeah.
We can do 8 seconds worth. If guys think we can stay in tune for 8 seconds?
I can hit a rhythm for 8 seconds.
Okay.
I
Give me a
can
bass
strum
I
for
play-
8 seconds.
Clarinet. I don't play any rock instruments.
Give me a
But-
bass and give me a microphone for death metal, and we're set.
I could sing, so.
I cannot.
Agretsuko.
I mean, yeah, good show, by the way.
I love that show.
So I've got another one. I've got tons because this is one of my favorite things to do is just make resolutions and see how bad I fail by the end of the year. Because it makes me feel bad, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll do it this year, and I actually don't make those resolutions, and then I actually do them.
So the ones that you don't make are the ones that you end up actually completing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like
That is called irony.
yeah. Another one is... Ooh. Hold on. I lost my train of thought. Oh, wait. I'm going to platinum at least one game a month.
Ooh, that's...
Platinum?
Ooh.
Yep. I've already got one this month.
Okay.
It was quick, but I'm not going to try to do any quick, like, this is bread, or, well, that one's I heard it was really hard, but, like, touch the mayonnaise or whatever that is. A game where you just click your X button for, like, 30 minutes and you get a platinum trophy.
Okay.
Oh, like achievement?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an achievement, but
So-
it's specifically something that PlayStation has that if you complete every achievement in a game, you get a platinum trophy.
Okay, so that leads me to my New Year's resolution is to actually play some games so
Yes.
I could be a participant on these episodes. I don't know if I've ever said it on here. I think I probably have, but growing up, I was only allowed Nintendo systems. I had a Game Boy, a DS, a GameCube, and a Wii until I graduated high school.
And then that's when you got your first Xbox.
Then I got my first Xbox, but no time to play it except for a select games. But now that we're married and we're living together and you have every system under the moon, I could actually play some games. I know which ones I'm finally starting with.
Pretty
So-
close, except for an Xbox One. Yeah.
Because the Xbox One's bad.
Yeah, that's
Nobody
true.
even wants
Well, it's an okay system. It's just the
Yeah.
games right now is... if you have a PlayStation, why do you have an Xbox?
Yeah.
I've already started playing a game this year. Sure, it's Pokemon, but that's a valid game, and I'm playing it. So, and I know my first PlayStation game is going to be freaking Until Dawn. I'm finally going to play it, y'all. It's my favorite game, and I've never played it, but I'm finally going to play it. I'm so excited.
That's a good movie to watch too. Yeah.
Do you have it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
still in the cellophane wrap from when we got it at a Black Friday 3 years ago.
That's when I
It
bought
was
it.
not 3 years ago. It was like 2, maybe, most.
Some, yeah.
2 to 3, but still, that's been in its plastic wrap for 2 to 3 years.
I also want to play Sims. And I keep asking for Sims, but someone hasn't gotten me Sims yet. I really want Sims.
Are you going to get her Sims?
No.
It's probably going to be a resolution or two.
But there are some
That-
games I want to play. I want to play
Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts.
Good.
Ooh, that comes out this month, doesn't it?
Yep.
I want to
Already
play.
got pre-ordered.
I've played Devil May Cry, like the remake.
Yes.
I have not played the original ones. I would like to play the original.
So you
ones.
played just DMC.
DMC,
Yeah,
yes.
you played
The
the
best. You played the best one.
I'm about to say I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it so
Thank you.
much. So I really would like to go back and play the older ones.
It's much different.
They have the collection if you want me to get that for
I
you.
thought you already had it.
I do have the originals, but they're on PS2, which you would not want to play on that giant 65-inch.
No, no. Just
It'll
look it
be
up.
so shrink down.
I want to
it's
go
not even
back
funny.
and play the Arkham games.
Hmm.
I got through a good chunk of Arkham City, and then I got stuck and just gave up.
No.
And
Gamer's block.
so I would like to go back and play some of those. I'd like to play some Telltales, like I played the Walking Dead ones.
Oh,
The
rest in peace.
well, no, it's back. Walking
Yeah.
Dead's back.
Walking Dead is, but you won't get any more Telltales.
Nope. That's why you have Bandersnatch on Netflix,
Yeah,
and it's still underwhelming.
so I've heard.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
it's neat, but like it's nothing
It's a
like
gimmick. It's a gimmick.
yeah,
And horror movies are the best movies to do gimmicks with.
easily.
But and that I want to play a lot of horror games. Those are my favorite kinds.
So it looks like you will be playing Resident Evil 2 for me because
you're a
as
baby.
yeah, because I got to play it at a game night with Steven and Brian yesterday, and they forgot I do not play horror games. So
I didn't forget.
yeah, Steven didn't. He was very entertained the whole time. Brian didn't figure out until the 30 minutes was over. But yeah, in that game, as soon as like the light went on at the very beginning, I was already like, nope, drew my gun, and I was like, they were like, there's not a zombie there. You got a while. I was
I
like,
had
oh,
a Resident
okay.
Evil game on my Wii in
She had
middle
4.
school.
She had
Four?
Resident Evil
Oh,
4 for the
yeah.
Wii.
It sucked on the Wii though.
Yeah.
I hated it. I was like, I don't know where I'm looking. I don't know how this controls. So I would like to actually go back and play a real Resident Evil.
Good news, the character from Resident Evil 4 is the one in Resident Evil 2, Leon S. Kennedy.
It's a prequel. It's his first day of work.
Yeah,
A zombie
it was his
outbreak
first
happens.
day.
Welcome to the first day.
Yes.
Wow.
Man, I've got a couple New Year's resolutions still because I want to
too.
get into Resident Evil 2, the demo, talk about it, and then go to the next subject or whatever. But I want to still talk about the resolutions. Anybody have any before I do another one? No?
You go ahead.
I want to finish the Witcher DLCs.
Ooh, I
Please.
want to just finish Witcher.
Because
Please.
I tried to start one the other day, but my computer crashed, so I got to figure out what was wrong.
Oh, snap.
I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to deal with this
Yeah.
one time.
I got to finish. Currently, I got to finish Persona 5.
Yep.
Then I have to potentially go back and try and actually finish playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yep.
There's eventually this year I'm probably going to pick up Witcher again because Brian will not let me sleep until I finish that game.
You haven't slept in months, have you?
No,
Okay.
I haven't.
Brian needs to
been
finish the
horrible.
books. He's such a big Witcher fan. Give me my books. I'm playing games.
Oh my no. So it's
what
mainly
is this Brian impression?
Dude, I don't know, but it's funny.
my best Brian impression is just doing grunts, just like my back, and that's pretty much about it.
Are we just roasting Brian?
You're
this-
old,
He's not
Brian.
here to
That's
defend
what he gets for
himself.
not being here.
Old.
Hi, welcome to the Roast Busters.
All right. So other than resolutions, what else do you want to talk about today,
Well, I still got a
Stephen?
couple resolutions.
Yeah, I got some.
Oh,
We got,
y'all still have more resolutions to go. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
I'd like to be more diverse in genres, both movies and comics.
Ooh, what do you mean by that?
So with my comics, I tend to stick to the main titles. I read Suicide Squad, I read Harley Quinn, I read Red Hood and the Outlaws. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my collection right now. I read the Bombshells. These are the titles that I get, and I just
Very
collect all those.
very DC centric.
Very DC centric. I have some Spider-Mans. Spider-Mans. Well, it's Spider-Man, multiple comics of said title. So I would like to branch out and start reading some more different ones, particularly more Marvel. That's not Thor. Most of mine are Thor and Spider-Man, so maybe try some ones
So,
outside of that.
If you are spreading out, what characters would you like to get more into?
I don't know. Flash.
Okay, so
Because
get
I'm a
more
big
into-
fan of the... I'm back to DC again. I'm a big fan of the show, so I'd like to read more of the comics. I would like to read some more Iron Man.
Iron Man has some good ones, especially since they've started writing him literally as Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
I should read a comic this year.
We have a whole
I
shelf
know.
down here.
I
if you
should
wanna
read
borrow.
it.
You would really. I still think you'll really enjoy Claws.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, that's a indie comic that literally deals with the Norse
indie
mythology variant of what
Santa.
made Santa Claus, and it's very brutal and it's amazing.
I have a couple comics that I got from Christmas like 2 years ago. I still haven't read. And it's sitting like near my bed, and I'm like, man, I'm tired. I should read something. You know what I do? Get on my Switch and play Pokemon.
That's what
I need to be better about actually buying some more comics too. I read a lot of them online, and especially like when I follow the artists and they update page by page online, I need to support them more and actually like go out and
Buy it.
buy it. So that's a thing I need to start doing this year. We haven't been to the comic shop in a while, or Books a Million, or any of the. We haven't. That used to be like our date thing. We'd go out to eat, then go buy comics.
That is
the nerdiest.
that
I've
is
ever heard.
so adorable.
Yeah.
That's hold on. Let's take a second to appreciate how cute that is.
Or watch a movie. Dinner and a movie, or dinner and a comic. That's our go-to
Yeah.
date night.
Dang.
This is the same guy who last week had a bunch of friends over just to build Gunpla models on a
That is
table.
where I draw my line in the nerdy sand. I'm not going to build model
And then
robots.
almost immediately after we finish the podcast today, we're all of us are gonna go downstairs and play Dungeons and Dragons.
We're starting a new campaign today. We're very excited.
Starting a new mission.
I think we need to start recording our campaigns and make a podcast out of that. D&D podcasts
We
are very
should.
popular.
We could talk about D&D on one podcast or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, not this one,
Then
but
everyone's gonna
another
say-
one.
Everyone's gonna say, "Oh no, you're not as good as Critical Role." Yeah, we know.
Or
Well, yeah.
I prefer
I don't have Matthew
Critical Role.
Mercer.
Yeah, I'm not. I tried listening to Critical Role, and I was just like, okay.
I love this show.
Look,
think
I
it's
love
awesome.
D&D. I really like Taco, and that's about all I like on Critical Role.
Speaking of Matt Mercer, I had a dream last night or just early this morning that I was watching a trailer for Matt Mercer projects, and all. Are you getting closer to me? You're like,
I was like, what is he doing?
it's like you're trying to kiss me or something.
Excuse me.
You want to touch beards?
I only want to kill
Oh.
Mercer.
Don't tempt me.
So this is what I'm going to do because, like, I'm not about that. We can't get it tangled up like deer antlers or something.
Ew.
But no, I was watching trailers for Matt Mercer like projects, and all it was is just like someone roasting Matt Mercer for having the same voice for everything.
It's high past time to get a new voice.
I mean, going from
I don't
Hit
care. I actually
to
really like
Levi
Matt Mercer.
in
I
Attack on
care
Titan
less.
is like the same voice.
Yeah, Matt,
But I love it.
Matt, if you ever hear this, I still love you no matter what they say.
Oh no, we love it.
Yeah,
It's just
we
a-
don't have any issues. It's just stuff we've noticed.
Who's going to tweet this at him?
Ooh, no, we don't need that rep already.
He's a nice guy.
I would have to start tweeting, so not me.
Oh, I mean, I'm the only person who tweets here, so
I
let's
tweet.
go. Oh, you
I
tweet?
have a
Oh, shit.
cool
Oh, yeah, that's right, you
follow
do.
my Twitter, so
Yeah.
I gotta be careful.
Most
Oh,
of it's
no.
just like most of my Twitter is just either me liking other people's art or posting my own, and occasionally just going, "Hey, work sucked today."
Or I bought chicken wings today. That like you just
Oh yeah, just post about food like I made an awesome friggin' sandwich
look
today, and that'll
look
be
at
it. I don't even have a picture of it.
Look at this shirt my wife got me. You're so.
I just talk about either a cat or like bowel movements. Because if I ever get famous one day and someone tries to like get dirt on me, they can just go back and look at all my bowel movements. Not
Fair
actual
enough.
physically, but just like talking about them.
You're literally
Exactly. Yeah, I hope you bleep that out too. So I thought I had more resolutions, but I think the comic one was a really good one to end off on.
Oh, but not just the comics, but for me with the genre,
Yeah.
I gotta be better with movies too. I tend to stick with Disney, comic book, horror. I need to start branching out. They try to get me to watch more action stuff, but unless it's superpowers, I can't really.
Have you seen John Wick?
I have not.
Okay.
Keanu Reeves.
Yes, very good.
I really do like Keanu Reeves.
Very good.
So.
I watched both of them back to back, and I think you should start off on that. Is no superpowers unless you consider John Wick an actual superhero.
Yeah.
In my eyes, he is. He's a
And-
fantastic hero.
I need to watch more like westerns. Someone just rang the doorbell.
Oh,
Should I go get it or?
hey, we're not taking a break.
Colby's gonna be a nice guy. and
He's
go
gonna
get it.
play host at our house. So I need to watch more westerns. My main western is Toy Story 1, 2, and 3. So I need to branch out from Woody's Roundup. And I like Westworld. I've only seen the first episode, but I really enjoyed
Oh
it.
man,
So
Westworld
I'm hoping
is
that'll open my eyes to more westerns and just stuff like that. I need to branch out in movies. I'll watch comedies and all that, but if it is a chick flick comedy,
Yeah.
I'm not a big chick flick person. And he loves chick.
I love chick
He
flick movies.
he keeps his Hallmark
I do too.
Christmas movies up, and I'm just like,
Whoa! I won't go Hallmark. I'm gonna go Hallmark area.
But
No.
that was really loud. I went way too close to the mic with that. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
But
Give me
no, I gotta be more diverse with my movies, so and
Yeah.
comics.
We'll just keep this going until Colby gets back hosting at your house.
Yeah.
I mean, I like chick flicks, but they've become so formulaic recently that I just don't care for them, like at all. Who would be? Okay, she can just sit in. Yeah,
Yeah, come on, Lenny.
Welcome to our guest.
yeah.
Hey.
Say hi. Okay. All right. So
She waved.
we're gonna go. Yeah. We're gonna start with. Before Colby got back, I don't want to realize what I want to say. What I wanted to say earlier. Westworld's my favorite current TV show that's going on. It hasn't ended yet. Not Game of Thrones.
You forgot about Game of Thrones.
I like This Is Us.
Everyone in the world, did he just see Game of Thrones?
And,
Oh my god.
So okay. So
Tangled,
next.
the animated series.
Naruto Shippuden.
Oh.
She-Ra. Yeah. I got a lot of
I
shows
never
I
even
watch.
got
but
into Shippuden yet.
I didn't
All
watch
right.
the first Naruto.
I can watch more anime.
So the next topic we're going to talk about is yes, you should.
We have plenty we can watch.
Don't overdo it.
Yeah.
Is
Tell us, Steven, what is it?
oh yeah. So Rayce, how was your time with the Resident Evil 2 demo?
Oh my god.
What'd you think of it? How'd you like it?
I thought it was very enjoyable. As some of you may or may not know, I'm not good at scary games. I don't play them. I can only watch YouTubers watch it because as soon as it gets like horrifying, like I can tell something's gonna crawl down a hallway at me, I'll just stop playing because I'm not gonna face it. So Steven, you knew I did not like horror games.
I mean, yeah, that's the point.
So yesterday, Brian Schroff got me to play it because Brian really wanted to see what Resident Evil looked like in HDR and all that kind of stuff. Because he had already played the demo but didn't have a full like OLED like HDR thing to actually watch it on. So we actually got a chance to get one and play on it. So they had me play it because I was the only one that hadn't already played the 30-minute demo. I was scared out of my mind. There was literally a part where just a simple light just flashes flickering because there's water everywhere and everything, and I literally drew the gun and started firing, and they immediately started laughing, not realizing that I wasn't joking, except for that I was not joking. I was actually horrified, was not sure it was going to come at me. And the entire time they're like, don't worry, it'll be fine. You can let a few rounds go. They give you plenty of ammo. Meanwhile, I quickly run out of ammo and even lose my knife and can't fight a single person. So I'm just running around zombies, getting what I can, and finally finishing that demo.
I've got a great New Year's resolution for you, and I think you should be made, with the help of us, to hold you
Okay.
down,
Okay.
to play Resident Evil 7 in VR at least for 2 hours.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yep.
Please, I'll do it.
If
with
I
you,
if I have to
babe.
watch
I'll do
Suicide
it with
Squad,
you.
you have to do this.
Gosh, dang it.
Okay.
Or just watch some more scary movies with me, so I'm not, by myself watching all these scary movies.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do it, but only if we stream it. We'll have to have everyone actually see how scared I actually am as a person.
That will
Okay.
happen. So
Okay.
that leads us into the next topic. We're going to discuss games that would benefit greatly from a remaster or remake. RE2 pretty much sparked that conversation for me because it's incredible. It's a game I didn't initially like at all. I don't like Resident Evil 1, 2, or 3. I like the aesthetic. I like the lore. Don't care about playing them. I think the tank controls are clunky and they don't hold up over time. Sorry, Resident Evil fans. Not sorry at all. At all. I'm going to repeat that. I'm not sorry. Because I think 4, 5, and 6, and 7 are way better. So, playing the demo, it looks incredible. And I wish that every Resident Evil game that I didn't like was remade in this engine. It's so smooth. It looks so good. And the gore looks so meaty. And it's a literal turn on. Not physically. I'm talking about, like, it makes me happy.
Yeah.
Not physically.
So-
Well, maybe. I don't know. It could be.
No one looked, so it's fine.
I mean, I'm not going to let anybody look.
So, anyways,
Anybody?
like,
Yeah.
it
Go
was-
ahead.
I definitely understand what you mean. So even though like I'm not super into like horror games, I can appreciate like what that kind of stuff does. So like when there's the part where you literally like it goes into the cinematic where you're lifting up the guy's face and you just see like his jaw like semi-separated and his neck sliced, which when we were watching someone play it again so I could remember everything, Colby was just like, ooh, I like lasagna too.
It did look like lasagna. Like, pretty okay lasagna. Too much red sauce, but it's there.
It wasn't cheese lasagna. It was 5-meat lasagna.
Good. Very accurate now that I'm thinking about it.
We should judge gore on based on, like, how much it looks like pasta and if we would eat it.
Oh, dude, I would eat Resident Evil 2. Hands down.
I put my face in that, like, half-eaten torso any
Fork
day.
and knife already pre-prepared.
Oh, man. So,
I'm hungry.
yes. Does anybody have any games that they would like to see remade from the ground up? Maybe a game you didn't like at first.
So, A game I think would be super good to be remade from the ground up. It was a game I super enjoyed as a kid, and I'd be really interested to hear it with actual like voice actors instead of just text dialogue and stuff like that. Would be the Legend of Dragoon series from the PlayStation.
That is such a good game. Oh my god.
It's so good. The characters, like, it's been so long since I played. I'm sure like now if I went through it, like I'd probably think the characters and stuff aren't as well written
They're
or
just
something as I
edgy.
remember.
They're just
They
edgy
really
boys.
are just edgy, but the character design is just so good. So I think that one would be a really good game to get remade from the ground up, especially when we have like Blu-ray discs now that are being played on, so you don't have to pull out like 50 discs in order to actually do it.
I played the demo of that game at least 500 times as a kid. Because I didn't have the game, so I just played the demo over and over and over again.
Yeah, I never got to play it.
You're missing out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
It's
really
basically
are. It's
Final
really good.
Fantasy, but Sony made the entire thing.
Okay, so not Square.
I don't think it was Square. I
Okay,
don't think so, but I could be wrong.
fact check. Fact check for us. There you go.
Okay, Google. Who made Legend of the Dragoon?
Oh, we're waiting on it.
Sony Interactive.
Okay.
So it was Sony Interactive. Awesome. What about you, Colby? Is there any games that you can think of that would go with a really good ground up remake?
I know this one.
D.
I know this one.
Oh, D.
Yeah, go for it.
The Legend of Zelda 2.
Yeah, that's exactly
wow.
what I thought
Okay.
you were going to not say.
I don't know. Yeah, just because that game just doesn't hold up at all. It's way too old and it's just not good anymore. If they would remake it with like I heard a rumor that the Mega Man Zero developers were thought about remaking it.
Yeah.
So if they did it in like that kind of style, it would be great. I don't want them to remake it in like a 3D format because it would ruin the heart of the game.
Okay, so you're going more of just a very updated version of what the classic style was, as
Pretty
opposed
much.
to taking the story and plot line of 2 and making more of a Breath of the Wild style
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second game was Final Fantasy VI, which was
That's the one.
They could remake that game in any way possible, and I would love it.
So I'm familiar more with 7, 8, and 10 in the most recent ones. Which one? What was the whole thing of 6?
6 was more of like a steampunk era.
Okay.
It took the original like Final Fantasy like setting, like the medieval thing, and kind of upped it up a little bit. And then after 6, when 7 came out, it kind of took what 6 built on and just ran with it and like went complete sci-fi.
I gotcha. So you'd say it was more of like the spiritual like predecessor to what made 7 what it was in a way.
Pretty much, yeah.
I gotcha. What about you, Alex? Is there any games that you actually played? I know you just said you haven't played a ton, but is there any that you actually think would be deserving of a good remake, like even if it's just a nostalgia game from your childhood?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh my, if they remade Shadow the Hedgehog, oh my gosh, they're gonna make it in the same graphics as the new Sonic movie.
Guys, I could talk a whole episode on just nostalgia games because I played the weirdest games growing up. Because I was
That's fine.
So like I was the only girl in the group of kids my age in my neighborhood. So I just played video games with boys all the time, and we all only had Nintendo systems. So we have some really crazy Nintendo games I could talk about. So yeah, I guess Shadow the Hedgehog is or Super Monkey Ball.
They're still making Super
They-
Monkey
they
Balls.
are?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, okay. Then,
I don't know if
Super
much.
Shadow.
was the last one like the mobile game.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's a mobile game, but they're still making
That's
it.
cheating.
One for me, because I want to stick with games that like I didn't like previously. Actually, no, I take that back because I really like this game, Contra. I think Contra from like
Contra.
a complete revamp. Don't make it like side scrolling, like make it over the shoulder type, but more hectic. It could work, but I
So
don't. I
you
can't.
want over the shoulder,
Yeah.
3 lives, still as hard as it is when it's side scrolling?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh no.
Oh,
If we're going that far back, I'll take Double Dragon Cross Battletoad remake.
you didn't like that first?
Oh, no, I loved
No,
it.
you did?
I
Okay.
just couldn't beat it as a kid.
Yeah.
It was way too hard. I get to the third level and just die.
That's been my favorite thing as an adult was going back and playing games I loved as a kid, but was never good enough to beat. To actually just go, oh wow, really? This was that easy. Wow, younger me, you suck.
Yeah, quit being bad at games, you stupid idiot.
Video games are terrible.
Yeah, why do we even play them?
Oh, yeah. Why are we talking?
I would
This is
take
terrible.
I would take a Mega Man Legends remake
Ooh, Mega Man Legends
With-
was the one I
with-
super enjoyed as
with
a
a
kid.
second joystick, so now I can look around without using the shoulder buttons. That would be
Yes.
fantastic.
It's like when I'm going, like right now, what I'm doing is I'm going back and rewatching the original Dot Hack games, and I remember how much I hated that camera scheme of hitting
It was-
the left and right button.
It was awful, and it was super hard.
Horrible. Thank God they found a way to use that second stick for camera. So, anything else for us, Steven?
There's a couple things.
Okay.
But I don't think. No, I don't have anything. Sorry.
All right.
I was preoccupied by my phone there for a second. So, yeah. This is a shorter podcast. So
But that doesn't always make them bad.
no, not at all. Just quick and easy. Get something out there for you guys to listen. Any news for the podcast or anything? Well, we have a New Year's resolution for our podcast.
Yeah. So our New Year's resolution for this podcast is ultimately going to make it a lot more consistent for you guys. So we have a new schedule we are definitely going to try and stick to. We are posting a podcast around midnight Sunday, so it arrives pretty much, first thing in the morning Monday. Same thing, so we have it first thing for you in the morning on Friday. So we're going to do everything we can to make sure we stick to this twice a week podcast schedule. The other kind of nice things on it is we've also expanded our reach out a little bit now, so we have a couple extra social medias since this podcast has gone up, or since this podcast has really started. So we now don't just have our Twitter and Facebooks anymore. We also have a YouTube channel where we are posting these on there. So if you're listening to this on YouTube, you already know this. But if you don't, and that is your sort of preferred form of medium, you'll be able to get to that now for at least the newer podcasts. We haven't done a full transition of the older stuff yet. I may get to that in the future. And the other thing we have is also a Instagram page. There's really not much on there. We just kind of have pictures of a board, and if we do anything super special, we take pictures of what's kind of going on at the time.
Looking at a lot of her listenership, viewership. Is it listenership? Is that even a word? We're going to use that word. Looking at all the accounts or people that actually listen to us, at least clicked on us. We want more interaction, guys. And that's partly on me because I didn't link the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, nothing to our SoundCloud page.
Yeah, good job, dude.
And that's where we get most of our our listens. So if you want us to talk about something, or you want to call out something, or correct our mistakes, just go over to our Facebook and you just www.facebook.com/whipbusters.
Woo!
Yeah. Or just go on Google and look up Whipbusters because we're pretty much the only podcast or thing that there's a lot of pew-pews going right now. You can just comment, tell us what you like to hear, what you don't like to hear, who you like, who you don't like. No, don't tell us that. It's going to hurt our feelings. Because I know it's going to be me. Be like, man, Steven
Well, Steven guy just never shuts up, dude.
he's I don't know, man. He doesn't know anything about comics. I mean, that's true. I don't.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Anybody got any?
I don't really.
Nope.
No, nothing really.
I don't know
So
how to respond to that.
I didn't know how to say anything.
it's fine. All right.
Words
Anyways,
are hard.
thank you guys so much for joining us on this episode of Whipbusters. We will see you again on whatever day that this is. This may be a Monday when we post it. It may be a Friday. Who knows? But we'll see you on the next scheduled day. Thank you so much for coming. Bye.
Anybody see Teen Titans Go?